The Kentucky Soybean Association is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. I am truly honored, and it's been a privilege to work for soybean farmers for more than 30 years. I am so proud that our organization is farmer-driven and farmer-led, and always has been. We've compiled this short video with some of our farmer leaders reflecting back on our last 50 years. I hope you enjoy watching.
We're celebrating our 50 years. It's very exciting. I know that my dad told me that he helped in the beginning stages to try to get members in Webster County. And Dad didn't leave the farm for just anything, but this was a purpose that he felt like was important. And so that kept, that kind of helped me drive where I wanted to go, because I do see the importance of representing what you believe in. You've got to have a passion for something, and I have that for agriculture, and I'm just glad to have been a part of that. I've started serving actually when I was involved with Farm Bureau and on the promotion board. That was several years ago. So I've been about probably part of a half of this 50 years. So it's been great seeing us grow. It's been great to see the soybean industry grow and see the new uses that we've come up with. It's just been really an exciting time. George Martin, another one that was the founding father. And I was fortunate enough to take his place on the United Soybean Board. Those were big shoes to fill, but I hope done a halfway decent job, and that George is happy.
The Soybean Association has always been good working with our legislative leaders, but 5 years ago I think we had a game changer when we started going to Frankfurt and having a legislative appreciation luncheon, not only for the legislators, but for their staff. And the state police actually, who even do security up there, come in and have lunch with us, and we get to interact with our legislative leaders there one-on-one. Most of them come in and they grab a plate and they sit down and they visit with the farmers, and they want to know what's going on in ag, what can we do to help you. And I think that has really been a game changer here in Kentucky. We've always had good relationships with our federal legislators, whether it be the senators or the representatives. All of the board members strive to get to know their representative and to make sure that their representative knows who they are. And that way, when they have an issue, they can call us and say, how does this affect you? Or on the other hand, if we have an issue, we feel comfortable in calling them and saying, this is how this is going to affect us out on the farm, and we need to do something to fix that issue.
How remarkable is it that 50 years ago, a group of individuals got together to put together the Kentucky Soybean Association? They decided then that a crop that was becoming a viable crop here in the state of Kentucky, we need to have representation for that crop through a member-driven organization. From that, we eventually saw the spin-off of a checkoff that developed the Soybean Promotion Board. To look back on what's taken place over the last 50 years with the Kentucky Soybean Association and the Kentucky Soybean Board, it's just remarkable. I couldn't be more proud to see what it has accomplished in all its many endeavors. And I look forward to what is to come in the next 50 years for Kentucky soybean.
As farmer leaders, we want to be sustainable on our farms, and we want this organization to be sustainable as well. I personally have 2 young boys back home, and we hope that they farm. And we want them to be involved with the Kentucky Soybean Association for the many years to come.
We have a great board. We have a lot of things we can look back and just be happy we were part of, because when you really think about it, for our time served on this, and it's been time well spent, but we have such a good bunch of young directors of the board coming forward after us, and I am fully confident they will carry that forward.
I'm very proud of all the accomplishments we have achieved on this board, and I hope that soybean farmers see the value in our organization and want to be a part of the Kentucky Soybean Association.
It's exciting to me to think about the next 50 years, what the next generation brings. You know, we're going to see a new generation of leaders come on. We're going to see that many more advances come with soybean production. We're going to see many more uses come down the pike for soybeans. I'm satisfied to say that soybeans are here and they're here to stay.